It's time for another Dice Tower review with the Chief, Bart Brunsheen.
Hi, this is the Chief from the Dice Tower. There's a little bit of a snowstorm going on outside, so it's a perfect time for me to do a nice warm review inside. Today, I'm going to take a look at Deception Dice. This was sent to me, and I didn't know anything about it, and it took me only a few minutes to figure out what was going on after I read the rules. This is basically kind of a beefed up version of Liar's Dice. The core of the game is Liar's Dice. You have 5 dice, put them in a cup, turn them upside down, take a peek, and then with ones being wild, you're going to, like in this case, I have 3 threes and 1 wild. I could simply sit there and say there'll be 6 threes on the table. So, and it's not just my dice, it'll be everybody that's rolled their dice. And then the next person can decide if they're going to call me on that, and if they call me on it and I'm right, the person that calls me loses a dice. They actually have this real cool rack and they put their dice up here. Or if I'm wrong, if I've guessed wrong, I'll lose a dice. Now that's the basics of the Liar's Dice version that comes with this. But what happens here is they've added these 2 huge dice. They're called DD dice, or Deception Dice, which is what this game is. And inside the pit, you have a little foam deal so that when it's my turn, before we do the whole rumbling of the dice thing, I'll roll this, and what I get here changes the normal Liar's Dice a little bit. If you get a 1 on a red dice, it means that if you lose the Liar's Dice portion of the bluffing, or if the calling of somebody, you're going to lose 1 dice. If you get 2 pips, you're going to lose 2 dice. If you get the double D, it's bad for you. You lose a dice right off the bat. So just as soon as you roll it, you lose a dice. All right, on the green one, when it's rolled, again, rolled at the same time, if you get the double D, you'll actually gain a dice back. So it's good for you. The R reverses the order. Normally you go in clockwise rotation as you go around in terms of who places the bet. This time it'll go back around. The star is equivalent to an extra random or wild die. Sorry, a wild die. The no look means nobody can take a look and you just do a blind bet. Kind of interesting. And there's the no number 1, which means ones are no longer wild. So when you're playing. So changes things around a little bit. Other than that, the presentation's very nice. There's a series of stickers that come with the game that you put on here that tell you what these do. So there's no referring to the rules as you're playing. It moves along really well. The other thing I really liked on the presentation is the way the dice sit right in the tray. And underneath these dice, they have little color stickers that go in that match the color of the dice. So it's got a real nice visual appeal. And as soon as I got it, I knew that we were going to be using it in Elizabeth's family and friends board game nights that we do. This is perfect for that. Light, friendly, fun, ruckus. I had to explain to my son that it was okay to lie when we were playing this a little bit. And he's not fully up on the whole Liar's Dice kind of thing. But we'll see how that works out for me in the future. So, Deception Dice. If you like Liar's Dice, I think this is an upgrade for it and you'll enjoy it. And although it's a big box, it packs well and it plays well. See you guys.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find the latest board game news at Dicetowernews.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Fun Again Games, the world's best game source. Fun Again Games has over 5,000 games available. Check them out at funagain.com.